on the topic, I mean, in terms of your sort of strategy currently, you're obviously taking the populist pathway.
What does that mean?
Well, appealing to people's more emotional levels, I would guess. I mean, certainly you tap very strong ideological language quite frequently.
Like what?
Left wing, this and that, right wing. I mean, it's that type of ideological thing.
I never really talk about left or right.
Anyways, I don't
really believe in that.
Okay, a lot of people would say that you're simply taking a page out of the Donald Trump book.
Like which people would say that?
Well, I'm sure a great many Canadians, but
like who?
I don't know who, but
well, you're the one who asked the question, so
yeah.
You must know somebody.
Okay, I'm sure there's some out there, but anyways, the point of this question is, I mean, why should Canadians trust you with their vote, given not just the sort of ideological inclination in terms of taking the page out of Donald Trump's book, but
what are you
also
talking about? What page? What page? Can you give me a page? Give me the page. You keep saying
in terms of turning things quite dramatically in terms of Trudeau and the left wing and all of this. I mean, you make quite a it's quite a play that you make on it. So I'm
not
just
sure.
wondering.
I don't know what your question is.
Okay, then forget that. Why should Canadians trust you with their vote?
Common sense. Okay. Common sense for a change.
I don't even know what happened there. Like, this journalist, I don't know with what newspaper or magazine or online publication, whatever channel he's with, but he's just comes in and pushes the mainstream narrative. Like, we all know what this is, guys, right? This is the mainstream narrative that, they label Pierre as, a Trumpian-like figure. And so this guy comes up and then says that to his face. Now, I applaud him for essentially saying that to his face so Pierre can actually respond. But the fact that he has no answers to any of the things where it's like, can you tell me what I've done? That it's actually been like that. Can you tell me what page of Donald Trump's book? Can you tell me anything about any of the thoughts that you just laid out? It's like, no, he can't, because he doesn't know any, because he just repeats the talking point, which, not to just blame him, but we all do in this world. We just repeat talking points. I have found myself doing that on several occasions where I'll say to somebody something, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. The interesting part about all that is when he says, oh, what do you do like Trump? He says the left versus right thing. I mean, that's just politics in general in North America, at least. That's how it is. It's the conservative versus the liberal. So, and we associate the parties with left versus right. So what do you think's going to happen? He's going to, of course, talk about Trudeau. Trudeau's the leading sitting prime minister. Of course he's going to talk about him. Like, what? It's just like Trudeau talks about everybody else. Like, especially when he was running, like, that's just what they all do when they're running for office. The other thing he says is that Trump is talking about Trudeau. I'm like, what? Trump rarely ever talked about Trudeau. This is a classic example where you confirm your biases, because people don't like to look for the truth. They just want to look for the things that confirm their existing information or biases. If you want to confirm, I don't know, political biases, you're just going to be looking at people or listening to people who confirm that ideology or that belief that you have. If you have religious biases, maybe you're Catholic, you're not going to go out there and start listening to a bunch of atheists talk and be like, oh, wow, oh, they're so on point. You're going to spend your time listening to sermons and priests and whatever it is, and people in the Catholic faith, because that reaffirms your existing belief. It is a rare person that actually goes outside and challenges their belief by reading or listening to, or whatever it happens to be, gathering information from an opposing viewpoint. Anyways, guys, I will leave it there. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great week, a great month, because who the hell knows what my next video will be. As I'm here, I'm so out of my element at my parents'. It's been interesting trying to create any content, because It always seems like something derails me from actually sitting down and doing it.